Good morning. Good morning. It's time to rise and receive. Welcome to your morning send-off designed to support you in receiving what you most want by unlearning struggle. So today we're going to talk about how to invite good fortune when you're afraid for your children, whether you're young or adults. And I feel honored to be able to do a rise and receive on this topic because it's certainly something that I talk a lot about with my clients. And given how the year 2020 has unfolded, that conversation has really gone to entirely new levels. So I've had an opportunity to really contemplate this. And I, as a parent of 21-year-old twins, this is not theoretical. I practice what I preach, and I understand many of the challenges that other parents go through. So if you don't know me, my name is Sonia Miller. I'm a speaker, coach, and best-selling author. And I am passionate about teaching people how to receive. I'm getting a little sound here, a little message that the video has no sound today. And I don't know what to say because my mic is on and all the lights are on. So I'm hoping that this works. And if not, I'm going to trust that the sound will come through on the recording. So that will be posted a little bit later. So fingers crossed, and I'll see what we can do in the future. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm passionate about teaching people how to receive because receiving is its own very tangible, results-producing skill set. Yay, thanks for letting me know the sound came on, Colette. And what most of us know, rather than the skill set of receiving, is the skill set of solving problems. I call it the doing model of power. And when we over-rely on the doing model of power, which is what most of us know very well, it's based on thinking and hunting and pursuing and figuring out, we tend to look at everything in life as a problem to solve, as a goal to achieve. And while that has its place, when we don't know the balancing aspect to that, which is receiving and the being model of power, then when we actually have an opportunity to receive our fulfillment, to receive with ease, to grow and expand in something that we wish to expand upon, we often don't know how to do that. So what we do is we actually go and work even harder. So this is going to be particularly important to explore through this lens of problem solving versus nurturing as we move into today's rise and receive. So what I do each morning is I pull one card from my brand new Receive card deck, and then that has a receiving principle that I will illuminate and let inspire a message. And today's card is Soothe Your Worry. Soothe your worry. I won't read the whole card because I've already done a video on this. As a matter of fact, I think I've done 2 videos that were inspired by this card. And yet this is something that in this day and age, people are worrying a lot. People feel anxiety about all sorts of things. And today we're going to look at how this wisdom can really support us in inviting good fortune when we're afraid for our kids. So I'm going to use an excerpt from this, and I'll include a link to the original video. I will also give you a willingness mantra that you can take into your day if you are either afraid for your kids or worrying in general. And then we're going to unpack this a little bit more specific to how to deal with our worry or our fears for our kids in the most empowering way. So this is actually from the second half of the card. Excuse me. I had a little morning frog attack today. So I invite you to sit back, let these words wash over you. And if you want them to go deeper, you might want to close your eyes for this portion. So from Soothe Your Worry. When you become hyper-focused on trying to fix the source of your worry, it actually fuels your worry. It gives it more life. Where your attention goes, the energy flows. So if your focus is, I need to fix this worry, you will manifest needing to fix this worry. But when you explore how to soothe your worry, Your consciousness becomes a message to life that says, I deserve kindness, comforting, and nurturing around this worry. This in turn opens you to receive comfort, nurture, and kindness of life in expected and unexpected ways. Your consciousness creates your reality. Next time you find yourself worrying, notice, stop, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths. Turn your awareness away from the source of your worry and turn your attention inward. Focus on your body's sensations. Breathe some more. Then ask your inner wisdom, what do you need? And listen. You may hear an answer, you might not right away. Don't seek an answer, simply be. And remain in a state of listening. If you need to throughout the day, ask again, what do you need? Perhaps you need to speak the worry out loud, or write it down, or vent with a friend. Perhaps you need to let it be okay that you're afraid. Or you need to rest, or you need to give yourself permission to ask for support. Perhaps a hug, if one is available, or simply the reassurance that you're not alone. Let yourself be curious and explore how to best meet your need. As you discover how to meet your needs, you become able to receive your wants. So this is your willingness mantra for the day. And if any of you are new, the willingness mantra is a way of activating the power of invitation. Invitation is the heart and soul of the being model of power. Intention is the root or the main key of the doing model of power. So here we tap into invitation. Anytime you're worrying, if you're afraid for your kids, notice, stop, breathe, and you can use this mantra. Say it as often as you like, out loud or internally. I am willing to receive soothing comfort in expected and unexpected ways. I am willing to receive soothing comfort in expected and unexpected ways. So that is something you can take with you right away. And if you want to go a little bit deeper, I want to unpack this a bit more about how to invite good fortune when you're afraid for your kids. So I was actually thinking this funny thing came to me, but it's also kind of profound. And it's, the movie Mission Impossible, and, the key character gets an assignment, and it says, your assignment, your mission, if you choose to accept it, is. And it's this thing about if you choose to accept it. So I was thinking about what it means when we become parents. And I have certainly thought about my own journey as a parent, my own journey as a coach, with other parents and their concerns and worries for their kids, as a friend, as something that is, a very common life experience for many of us to be parents. So when you become a parent, your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to actually step into a deeper level of intimacy and commitment with yourself, with your own vulnerability. Because once we have children, we expand into a state of vulnerability that we can never take back. You can't go back to the kind of vulnerability that you had just being your own person. Now, your children are out in the world. And we cannot protect our children from life. That's the fact. And yet, as a parent, protecting our kids is this animal instinct. It really is at the animal level, and then you bring into it spiritual levels of, love and wanting to take the highest path and our children being that gift that we give to life itself in the future. So that desire to protect is both at an instinct animal level, excuse me, but also, something very creative and fulfilling. It's ourselves moving into the future beyond us. And yet what happens is when we are afraid for our children, that desire to protect has basically one of two paths. Okay, the one that will cause us to suffer is when we're trying to protect our children from something that we cannot protect them from. In other words, what we do is we want to fix the world or control life in order for them to be safe. It's impossible. And so if you keep trying to protect your children from things that you cannot protect them from, not only will you struggle, but here's the thing, you also inhibit your capacity to be your most powerful for yourself as a parent, to empower them as human beings. Because when you're trying to fix and control, you are basically working with your mind and doing something that is actually futile. Okay. Also, you're going to be bound up in the fear. When you're afraid for your children, you will be in fear. And if you're in fear and you don't know how to receive the vulnerability, receive the fear, soothe your worry, then you're not going to be able to access your deeper wisdom or to receive the solutions, the guidance, and the insights that can help you empower your kids. So your opportunity when you are afraid for your children and you want to invite for good fortune is to make your relationship with your own vulnerability the top priority. So it's kind of like that airplane analogy of put your mask on first, and then you can put your mask on your kids. When you are afraid for your children, the primary thing is assuming that there isn't any immediate harm or threat, and you have time to really slow things down and notice that you're afraid and notice that you want to fix things and notice that you're worrying. Stop, breathe, and shift from trying to control or fix life or the world for them to nurturing yourself, nurturing your vulnerability. Soothe your worry. Use that mantra and keep coming back to more Rise and Receives. Check out my YouTube channel. There's a whole bunch of information about how to soothe your needs. That's one of the suits in this card. Soothe your needs. How to receive soothing. As you receive soothing and your nervous system settles and you can slow down and calm down, the space within you of receptivity will open up. You are now in a place to receive because you've received your worry, you've received your fears, you've received it all, you've let it land. And in that space, you can ask, what do I need? What's the need? And then listen. And as you do, you will be able to receive the kindness of life, the insights, the wisdom, the next steps that can guide you and inform you in moving forward in the most productive way with your kids. Because as I said, this mission, if you choose to accept it, is to enter into a deeper commitment and intimacy in your relationship with yourself for the rest of your life. You have your kids for the rest of your life. Okay? Even if you are to suffer the greatest hardship that a parent can experience, which is the loss of a child, you have that relationship for the rest of your life. And so you can still invite good fortune and let that relationship with your own vulnerability be that top priority because it empowers you to empower them. So I hope this is helpful. I hope it brings some soothing and some comfort, especially in this time on the planet where people's concerns, fears, worries are heightened. Okay? This is the most powerful thing we can do because we cannot control life. But we can nurture our needs, and then that in turn allows us to invite more or better than we could ever imagine. The guidance, the wisdom, the inspiration, the support reveals itself. So if this was helpful, I hope you will like, you'll share. If you're on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. And as always, if you would like to take next steps in learning how to receive your fulfillment with much greater ease, consider signing up for the Receive Card Deck early bird list. I'll be announcing that very soon when you can go to Amazon to pre-order. They'll be out in early 2021. And if you'd like to explore further in a really powerful yet simple way how to create space in which to receive 15 minutes a day, go to receivechallenge.com and sign up for Start Receiving Now 30-Day Challenge. I'm already starting to get some amazing testimonials from people who are wrapping up the very first wave of the 30-day challenge people, the kinds of things they're receiving. I'll share more about that. But go check it out. You'll receive one email from me every day for 30 days. 15 minutes a day is all you need to set aside, and you can start receiving now by learning how to claim and care for the space in which to receive. Because here's the deal. You cannot receive if there isn't a space in which to receive. Space is the non-negotiable. Once you open up space, receiving becomes possible. Have a great day, and I'll see you at the next Rise and Receive. Bye, everybody.